Hey, what's good, YouTube subscribers? How y'all doing tonight? It's your boy MG5 back again with another sports video. And tonight, y'all, we got to talk about boxing. We have a big boxing fight going down tomorrow night, Saturday night, live in New Jersey, if I'm not mistaken. But hey, y'all know what fight I'm talking about, man. I'm talking about Boots Ennis versus Stanionis. Boots versus Stanionis, y'all. Real boxing fans, hardcore boxing fans, I know y'all excited for this fight. This is a big fight, a true 50-50 fight. And what I love about it is you got two young lions, two undefeated champions putting everything on the line. You know, the WBA is going to be on the line. The IBF will be on the line. And the winner will go away with two belts and being a unified champion and still being undefeated. Hey, boxing needs this fight right now. And I hope it lives up to what it's supposed to be. This is a real true 50-50 fight between two undefeated young lions. And it's going down, y'all. It's going down. Y'all already know, man. Whew, I'm excited for this fight. And hey, also shout out to the UFC. You know, there's a big UFC pay-per-view this weekend, you know. So shout out to the UFC. I believe UFC 314. If I'm not mistaken. But that's gonna be a banger too. But anyways, y'all, we're gonna talk boxing. Y'all know how we do things around here. Gotta give y'all my thoughts, break it down, and give y'all my final fight predictions for this big fight. And let's get straight into it. But before we do, shout out to my sponsorship, W Energy. For y'all gym heads out there, y'all gym rats that love to go to the gym every day, man, this is the new product. It's going to take over the game. Trust me, y'all, it's going to take over the game. And they got everything, y'all, whatever y'all like or whatever y'all need, they got it. You know, from the energy drinks to the powder stuff to the energy powder stuff. And, well, you know, whatever y'all need, man, the protein powder, they got it all. They got it all. So shout out to W Energy. And for you first time customers, for your first purchase, y'all can go ahead and use my promo code MG5Sports, MG5Sports, and get 20% off. Hey, shout out W Energy. But hey, we got ourselves a fight, man. We got ourselves a fight. So we got two undefeated fighters. You know, Boots Ennis, man, 33-0, 29 knockouts, the IBF champion, IBF world champion, taking on Stanionis, who is 15-0 with 9 knockouts, the WBA world champion. Look, man, I love this fight because you have the two best fighters at the welterweight division. In my opinion, I believe they're the two best fighters in the welterweight division. You know, Brian Norman Jr. might have something to say about that, but you know, I do believe Stanionis and Boots are the two best fighters, and they're fighting each other right here, right now, not at the end of their primes, but in the beginning of their primes. And we may see, if this is a classic, then we may see a rematch down the line, if this is an instant classic. And the way both of these fighters fight, they both come forward, you know what I mean? So, you know, Stanionis loves to come forward with the, hey, we know what he does, man. He got that crazy volume. He hits hard, the cardio. He loves to come forward. And then you got Boots. He can do it all. And he loves to come forward. So this will be a great fight. I just hope it lives up to what it's supposed to be. And this is a very underrated fight. You don't hear people talking about it like that. But this is a big fight. Real boxing fans know. But, you know, let's take a look at this fight, man. I believe it's a true 50-50 fight. To me, it's just going to come down to who wants it more. You know, a lot of fighters or a lot of people say skill over power, which I'm going to be honest, I do believe in skill over power, but I also believe in will over skill. You know what I mean? Will over skill. Skill over power, but will over skill. And if you got someone that has all three of those things, the will, the skill, the power, that makes them a dangerous fighter. You know, so to me, it's going to come down to who got the most heart in this fight. who wants it more, man? Who got that spirit? Because both these fighters are going to get tested. They're both going to go through adversity. They're both going to land big shots on each other. And this is going to be a dog fight. This is going to be a dog fight. When I look at Boots, to me, he's really good at everything. There's nothing that I say like he's great at. I believe he has great combinations. And I believe, to me, he's good at everything. Like, he's a good counterpuncher. He has a good jab. He has good footwork. He has good speed. He has good power. You know what I mean? He's good at a lot of things. And the only thing I really think Boots is great at is his combinations. But that's just my opinion. There can be other things that he's great at, but this is just what I see from Boots. He's really good at everything. So the way he fights, you don't know what you're going to get. He can box you. He can move you with the jab. He can counterpunch, the smooth combinations, and he hits hard and he has power. He's really good all around. I'm not going to lie. The only thing is about Boots is his defense. He's more of an offensive fighter, so he'll take shots to land shots. And he has good cardio. He has good cardio. He always comes in good shape. So, hey, Boots to me is an all-around fighter. He's a good all-around fighter. But when I look at Stanionis, he's more of a pressure fighter. A fighter who he's more comfortable in the mid-range or on the inside, in the pocket, in that phone booth. Stanionis has a really good jab and he hits hard. He goes to the body. Now, look, I don't think his combinations are as good as Boots, but the way he goes up top and he goes to the body, it's really, the way he goes up top and goes down to the body, man, that's the way he does that is really good. And his jab, to find the range, to cut the distance. And I just think with Stanionis, it's pressure, not just physical pressure, but mental pressure. And he has great cardio. He's always going forward. He's looking for counter shots. He's going to the body and he hits hard. He tries to overwhelm you. He kind of has a similar style to Errol Spence Jr. in a type of way where they just try to overwhelm you with a lot of pressure and a lot of volume and a lot of big shots. And Stanionis will throw them things, man. He's not afraid to get hit. So that's what makes this fight very exciting. But what version of Boots are we going to get? Is Boots going to box him? Is he going to counterpunch him? Is he going to walk forward? Or is he going to do all those things? Boots can switch up his style and make adjustments in the mid-fight. And that's what I think makes him very special. And, of course, his dad, having him as a trainer and a corner man, that's what, they have a good team over there. So I think it's going to be a great fight. When I look at their strengths, I don't know. I think Stanionis is fighting someone who may have a better jab than him. And that's going to be interesting to see who has the better jab in this fight. And I think the key factors are who's going to control the middle of the ring and whose jab is going to be better and who wants it more. Because I think the cardio, I don't know. It's going to be tough. You know what I mean? It's going to be a tough fight, man. I really think those are going to be the three main keys. Like, who's going to stay poised, who's going to stick to their game plan, and who's going to execute, But for me, who wants it more? Who's going to take control of the middle of the ring and that jab? Who's going to have the better jab that night, And they got to be ready for any situation. So it's going to be a great fight. And what is Boots going to do when he gets hit hard? Is he going to come forward like he normally does? Or is he going to start boxing and going and fighting on his back foot? Because Boots can fight going forward and he can fight going backwards. If I'm Boots, I would test Stanionis in the middle and the later rounds and make him fight going backwards. Let's see if he can fight going backwards. But for this fight, y'all, it's a tough one, man. It's a true 50-50. I feel like if Boots has to be better than his last fight. If he fights like how he did in his last appearance, I don't think he's going to win this fight. I think Stanionis will beat him and maybe even stop him. I just think Boots has to be better than his last performance. Boots' last performance, it was good. It was good, but he needs to be better for this fight. If we get the Boots that I think that we're going to get, then he should win this tough fight. It's going to be a tough fight either way. and both fighters may hit the canvas. So we gonna see, y'all. But I definitely think Boots has to have a better performance, because the thing is, he gets hit a lot. He gets hit a lot, man, and he'll take offense over defense. And even though he's smooth with what he does, and he has great combinations, he can fight on the inside, he can fight mid-range, he can box on the outside, he can counter punch, he has good speed, good power. Even though he has all those attributes, good athleticism, it's just he gets hit a lot. And I don't know if you want to take those type of shots from Stanionis. So we're going to see how this fight goes. I think Boots has to be better than his last fight. If he's not better than his last fight, then Stanionis will win this fight. But for my final prediction, I got Jerron Boots Ennis winning this fight by split decision. And I believe he'll become a unified champion. But it's going to be a great fight. It's going to be fireworks, round 8 through 12, round 7 through 12. Probably the whole fight's going to be fireworks, y'all. So make sure y'all tune in and like, subscribe, and comment, and share. Hey, don't be afraid to drop y'all comments who y'all got winning this big fight. And also check out the UFC, man. Check out the UFC, y'all. Check out the UFC this weekend. And yeah, don't miss these fireworks. Hey, make sure y'all stay up, and make sure y'all stretching, y'all hydrating, stay blessed. And until next time, y'all. Until next time.